Hi Scorpio, hope you guys are doing great. Let's get right into your general messages for the last week of February 2020. Guys, remember these are general messages. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. Check your rising sign, moon sign, and Venus, as we always say. And don't try to make the messages fit if they don't. So we're just going to do a general Celtic cross spread, then we'll do a separate love reading at the end. And let's see what we have going on for you guys. Well, we have the new moon hitting on February 23rd, guys. New moon in Pisces. This marks the beginning of a nice new cycle. The Aquarius new moon, that new moon in Aquarius ends and the Pisces new moon cycle begins. And I really like this one because this is a really good time to commit to personal goals that express the positive energies of the sign of Pisces, which is really about taking a leap of faith, accepting imperfections in ourselves and in others as a different kind of perfection, you know what I mean? And starting a project that requires imagination and visualization skills and consciously putting time aside for peaceful and rejuvenating activities, right? You know, it's a very potent energy in Pisces, right? I mean, we really have the chance here to make important changes in our lives. So this new moon is especially creative and forward-looking, right? It's got very harmonious aspects to Mars, the nodes of the moon, and Uranus. So really good stuff. And this phase of the moon occurs at 4 degrees and 29 minutes of Pisces. So this is mostly going to be most strongly affecting the mutable signs. So that would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces most significantly. So even though you guys are a Scorpio sign, you may have other placements in those other signs. And especially if you're hanging out around that 4 degrees, 29 minutes, give or take a degree on either side, you're just going to be feeling this level of creativity, this desire to accept things even more profoundly, okay? And also for you guys, this last week of the month is really intense for releasing old attachments to projects and communication channels that are consuming too much of like your resources, your time, your energy, right? For doing them in a new and different way, right? Connecting and committing and communicating in a new and different way. Okay, it's a time for definitely embracing more time for creativity, imagination, leisure, fun things, entertainment, new beginnings with pleasure, love, romance are all indicated here for you guys. I do have to tell you, it really is. But reflecting on the past is going to be in order before you move forward into something, okay? So you kind of need to be a little recursive in your approach here. So you're coming into this time period with this idea of justice, you know. What is justice? You know, it's a Libra energy. Libra's ruled by Venus. And so anything in your heart space, whether this has to do with an intimate relationship, some sort of relationship that you were involved in, or even your job, you know, was it fair? Plain and simple, was it fair? And was it... It's even deeper than that, though, because Libra is ruled, again, by Venus. And Venus is the planet of luck, yes, but also about how we connect to money. It's where our values live. How do we feel about ourselves being in a situation? Our sense of self-worth, self-love, all of that. So have we been, were we being treated in a way that supported all those things or not, right? But it's being very mindful of that and really having kind of karma do her thing in this energy as well. So the situation right now is the 5 of Swords energy. So the 5 of Swords energy is a Venus in Aquarius energy. Now, Venus is everything I just indicated, right? Planet of love, connection to money, sense of self-worth, all of that, okay? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It's all about doing something differently, okay? So this is something in your heart space that needs to be done differently, okay? That's the core of it. Now we get into the literal aspect of the 5 of Swords. 5 is the number of conflict. Swords is communication, words, truth. So there's conflict about truth, okay? And having this argument about what really happened in this connection, what really happened having to do with this job, what really happened, you know, in that relationship, what really happened. And the thing is here, because it's in reverse, this is telling me that there's not going to be a meeting of the minds initially anyway on how to do things differently in order to move things forward. Okay, because again, with the Venus in Aquarius is a call to do something different, but in the reverse, it's telling me it's not going to happen differently, but you're having the conflict. Now, this doesn't have to be like a crazy fight, guys, keeping it real. This could, first of all, be an internal conflict with yourself, but it could certainly be an argument with somebody where normally the Five of Swords can be considered an argument toward healing, which is very healthy. But in the reverse, it's like you guys are not having a meeting of the minds on how something can be handled in a different way to be able to move the situation forward in a positive way. And this is creating a significant amount of anxiety for you. So the Nine of Swords is really, it's the 3 a.m. ruminating thoughts kind of thing. You know, anxiety, some depression, some, you know, just having a hard time feeling like you have a full grip on what was going on. You know, again, the ruminating thoughts. You know, how could he have done this? How could she have done this? How could he have said this and that to me and still have done A, B, and C? How could she have, you know, fill in the blank? Kind of thing. This could also be trying to really reason out in your mind how somebody did something to you in work, or how they're not seeing your side. How are they not seeing the obvious? It's like, kind of thing. It's as clear as day. How are they not seeing it? You know what I mean? It's like that kind of sort of like frustration. And then we have the King of Swords in the reverse. So this is a Capricorn and Aquarius energy. And Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. And Aquarius, again, is ruled by Uranus. So this is putting in that hard work and committing to do something differently is the idea here in the upright. But in the reverse, this is telling me that the hard work is not going to be put in to do anything different, to have that positive outcome. And it's because when we have the King of Swords reverse, there's some sort of information being held back. Somebody is holding back their truth from you. There's lying through omission. I'm not getting flat out lies, but it's almost like somebody's lying to themselves and they're catching you up in their web, kind of thing. Yeah. But again, there's this Uranus reverse energy that's kind of evident here with this Five of Swords and the King of Swords in the reverse, right? And then we have the Four of Cups as the foundation here in the reverse. So the Four of Cups, this is the checklist card, right? This is the card of disillusionment, restlessness. For many of you, it could be incredible boredom, just like with where you're at in your life, you know, could definitely be that. But you just identifying in a person or a situation like they did not show up in A, B, and C way. And yeah, there's no way that I can have a relationship, a connection. I can't do this job with them if they're not going to show up. If this is my business partner, this is so not what I signed on for, kind of thing. Whatever it is. But in the reverse, it's like feeling that amped up, very restless, I mean, between Scorpio, I have to tell you, between the Nine of Swords energy and the Four of Cups reverse, it's like this anxious restlessness where you are just, you could just taste something different for you. And you just really are trying so desperately to manifest that for yourself. But at the same time, things are just not seeming to push forward in the way that you really want them to go. But guys, you know what? You have to understand Mercury retrograde, you know? This is what it is. And also, you kind of want to just, I know this is so much easier said than done, but whatever you're hyper focused on, try to like let it go for a minute. Put it on the shelf. Walk away, busy yourself, pivot your attention for a time period. No matter what it takes, get yourself involved in something else if you really want to manifest something. Because if you hyper-focus on something too much, you actually create an energetic wall. And then you're not able to manifest that. You know, I mean, right now, I mean, because I feel like this is just very much kind of what you're feeling here. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I mean, this is Jupiter energy, so it's Jupiter in reverse. Jupiter's about luck and expansion, but it also rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about movement forward. So I'm getting, Scorpio, that a lot of you guys, if you're resonating with this, feel like, I have cement shoes on and I really want to just get going on my life. I want to just get rid of that pain, get rid of that disappointment, get rid of that disillusionment, whatever it is, and I want to just empty out that backpack that I have with all these feelings, and I want to just really move forward. That's the energy I'm feeling here, because you very much want these positive vibes that I know you guys feel in your belly are waiting for you, but it's like you have to finish dealing with the stuff that's back here before you can actually go forward. Yeah, and look, hello. I mean, this is the external influence. Death. Scorpio. This Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is all about transformation. This is a death, that is something ending while something else is beginning. But there's a definite ending here. There's a definite ending, because this is the thing. Oh, absolutely. There's a definite ending here, but there's a new beginning for you. And that thing that's ending, that's your fear. You are so afraid of actually letting that go. You're afraid of letting, and this is the thing I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of you are like saying right now, what is she, out of her mind? I let that go a long time ago. Or I have no problem letting that go. That thing is not good for me. That relationship, that friendship, that family member, that job, that person, and whatever. And it's, no, I'm sorry, Scorpio. I feel like there's still an energetic connection that you have in one way or another. Does not mean that you're going to go back to it. Doesn't mean you're going to stay in it if you haven't left it yet. It doesn't mean any of that, but there is just this definitive, this connection still. And this is the thing. I feel like it's a connection in a way that you would so love to have work out, but you just know that it's not going to. And it's like, you know better. You're facing the facts, and you're learning, and you're knowing better. What did I say about this last week of this month? It's intense for releasing old attachments to projects, to jobs, to people, whatever it is. Because then, look, this is the outcome energy. 3 of Wands. Very nice. Yeah, like, let's go. Sun in Aries. Let's go. New path, fresh eyes, new perspective. Aries, what is Aries? Aries is the emperor. This is the leader of the zodiac. This is the leadership sign. This is, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm just going to go and do. I have the whole world in front of me. I have a choice. Scorpio, you guys are going to be saying to yourself, I have a choice. I could keep doing what I'm doing and get more of what I'm getting here, or I'm going to do things differently and bring myself onto this new path that really is right in front of you. It truly is. It is. But it's not going to be easy, because look, I mean, you have the 9 of coins and the 9 of pentacles in the reverse as your near future. All right, listen. This is a Venus and Virgo energy. All right, it is what it is. The space that you're going into is maybe not your absolute wish fulfillment, okay, in your heart space. But you know that ultimately this is going to end up being a better thing for you. You're just going to have a hard time identifying immediately. Keep in mind, guys, this is for the last week of the month. Do you know what I mean? But it's going to be this thing where you're going to be letting go, recognizing and accepting that you're not going to have this wish fulfillment with this person, with this job, with this friendship, with this connection, whatever it is. It's going to be something, different for many of you. But let's just pull a couple of qualifiers here, okay? For that 9 of coins in the reverse for the near future energy. Yeah, 4 of Swords. I mean, the 4 of Swords is you taking a time out to recognize everything that you've been through with this, in this situation, with this person, whatever it is, and you've taken the lessons. Recognizing that there were lessons here to learn, absolutely, that you went through a lot, and that there's a lot that you need to leave in the past. and that you just need to let go and then move on. It's a very healthy card because the energy here is, I've been through the battle, I've been through the war, I made it through. None of it was a waste of time. There were absolutely valuable lessons in it that I learned about myself and about life and how I work. And let me take those lessons and rest for a minute so that I don't jump into anything that's not good for me. So it's a really healthy energy in that way, Yeah. King of Wands in the reverse. Listen, you're going to be in this space where you're just going to be really in this very pensive state, very pensive, right? Not feeling a lot of heavy motivation to, it's like you want to move forward, but you recognize that you have to move forward in a different way. And because you don't have all the answers, you're not feeling that fire in your belly in the way that you should. But the fact that you got the 10 of coins, even in the reverse, this is still very benefic. Like you're figuring things out. You're really figuring things out. But right now you're in a little bit of a shutdown mode, right? Because this is a Mercury and Virgo card. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So there's a lot of connection, communication that should be going on here. But I'm feeling like you're closing yourself off for a little bit while you figure yourself out, while you figure your stuff out. So there's going to be a very healthy letting go that I feel like as you let go of it, regardless of how painful, you're going to be really identifying how positive it is for you. Like, I don't have a negative vibe about it. So now we're going to pull for relationship. Now this can be connected to the cross or not. Again, it can be different for all of you. Everybody's in a different stage of that life. Some of you guys have been married for many years. Some of you have just started dating, different ages, different situations. So you take what resonates, right? Throw out the rest. So let's get 3 of these. I don't read these in reversals, guys, okay? Finances and career. New love. Free yourself. Okay. Let's get some more information about what's going on with these. So we'll pull qualifier for each one. I'm going to pull the Island Wellness first, and then the Heart Oracle, and then I'll pull a couple of Arcanums. If we need more information, let's do one more shuffle here. So this first one is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, okay. So let's see what's going on with that. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay, so somebody could be manipulating somebody, having to do something with finances, something with career, but there being some sort of like control issue here is what I'm getting, and issues with boundaries. Issues with boundaries. Something that you were dealing with where there were a lot of issues with boundaries. Now we have a new love. A new person is stirring romantic feelings in you. Sword and Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, protection, power. Ooh. So this is a powerful new energy that's entering your life, Scorpio, that's very benefic. Clarity and truth, revelation, I like it. Protection, power. And then here we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, Scorpio. Free yourself. Isn't that something to get that opposite of that? Yeah, because I feel like there's some sort of manipulation going on over there. I don't like that energy at all. Passion. Free yourself. It's time to take you back control of your life. Then we have passion. Insane chemistry. Like each other equally. Having fun. Yes. Yeah. So I'm clearly feeling like this was something from your past and this is where you're going. I feel that very clearly. Okay, let's pull one of these for each and then we'll pull some Arcana. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And this has to do with finances and career and this empath and narcissist paradigm, boundary issues. Yeah. So there's some sort of manipulative energy that you were dealing with there. Okay. And then we have the new love with the sword and the rose. Life's a series of constantly shifting cycles. We get the cycle card. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. We'll be surprised where it leads. Okay, and then finally with this free yourself and passion, new beginning. Guys, this is great. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. It's too passion there. So, absolutely. Scorpio, I like these energies, man. Absolutely. Letting go of some sort of controlling. Yeah. That was not, at the end of the day, Scorpio, I just feel like that this something, whatever it was, this connection, was not bringing you joy. It just wasn't. Was not bringing you joy. Okay. Okay, these are not meaning that. Okay. Six of Swords. Yeah. So I feel like at one point or another you were with somebody that you thought was going to be like your person, right? You really did. You really thought they were kind of like your wish fulfillment. And when I say wish fulfillment, I mean wish fulfillment. Because Nine of Cups is a Jupiter in Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is all about smoke and mirrors, that 12th house energy. It's about things we lose ourselves in. So this might have been somebody you felt very passionate for and very enamored by, but that you never really saw, like, you never had that strong, like 3D, like solid foundation feeling with them. I just don't feel like you had that with them. I really don't. But what I like here under the new love with the sword and rose and the shifting cycles, we have the Nine of Wands. So you still have a lot of passion in yourself for relationship, even though you feel like, oh, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Yes, you can. And you are feeling it very passionately. So I really like that. And I love that you get the Six of Swords here. You are getting the hell out of Dodge, having to do with some sort of unhealthy situation. And you are going into something that's so beautiful. I mean, this is you freeing yourself. You get the free yourself card. This is you freeing yourself. You leaving. You getting out of there. Leaving it behind you. You're absolutely going into a beautiful new space. These two rows are all about a new love, a new connection. You freeing yourself, having a lot of passion, accepting the shifting cycles, knowing that resisting them is not going to work for you. You have a new beginning waiting for you, and you have a lot of passion in your belly for them. Even though this is a great disappointment, there's going to be a letting go of the disappointment, and when you let go, this is going to just kind of come right in. So I'd like this for you, Scorpio. Yes, good stuff. Okay, my friends, that is what I have for you right now. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you spending your precious time with me for sure, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.